Greetings, I am Carl Jung. Have you ever felt it? That persistent weariness that no amount of sleep seems to cure? A fatigue that seeps not just into your body but into your very spirit? You push through your days, ticking off tasks, perhaps even achieving what's so softening with empathy. You push through your days, ticking off tasks, perhaps even achieving what society calls success. Yet the deep underlying exhaustion remains. It's a widespread affliction in our modern world, and many mistake it for a purely physical ailment. But what if the real reason you feel tired all the time lies not in your muscles, but in your soul? In our hurried lives, we are constantly drained by demands, external pressures, endless obligations, the relentless pursuit of more. We learn to ignore the subtle cues from within, pushing past our limits, believing that true rest is a luxury we cannot afford. But this isn't just about physical exhaustion, it's about a psychic depletion, a profound weariness that signals a disconnect from your authentic self. It's a soul fatigue that no amount of coffee or extra hours in bed can mend. Today, I invite you on a journey into the deeper layers of your being. We will explore the true origins of this pervasive tiredness, not through medical diagnosis, but through the profound insights of the human psyche. You discover that this exhaustion signals from your unconscious mind, urging you to realign with your true purpose and reclaim your vital energy. Stay with me, for by understanding the real reason you feel tired, you can unlock a path to vitality and lasting peace. The root of the problem extends far beyond the physical body. From a psychological perspective, this persistent exhaustion often stems from a profound disharmony within the psyche. Our conscious ego, the part of us that navigates the everyday world, is constantly striving, performing, and conforming. It operates under the illusion that it is the sole master of our being. However, it often ignores or actively suppresses the vital needs and messages from the vast realm of the unconscious. Think of it this way: your conscious mind is the captain of a ship, diligently steering through visible waters, managing immediate tasks. But if the engine room, your unconscious, is neglected, if the crew below deck, your inner complexes and unacknowledged parts, are in turmoil, or if the ship's true destination, your unique purpose, is ignored, the entire vessel will eventually slow down, become inefficient, and ultimately feel exhausted and adrift. This state of being out of sync with your deeper self drains an enormous amount of psychic energy. The psychic energy, which I refer to as libido, not merely sexual energy, but life force itself, becomes blocked or misdirected. Instead of flowing freely towards creative endeavors, meaningful relationships, or self-realization, it gets trapped in internal battles, in maintaining facades, or in living a life that is who you truly are. This constant internal friction is the real culprit behind that soul-deep tiredness. The root causes psychic drains, an unlived life. Let us delve deeper into the specific ways your psychic energy can be drained, leading to that feeling of perpetual tiredness. From a Jungian perspective, several core dynamics are at play. 1. The persona. The exhaustion of living a lie. We all wear a persona, a mask we present to the world. It's the socially acceptable facade, the role we play to fit in, to succeed, or to avoid conflict. While necessary for social functioning, problems arise when the persona becomes too rigid, too demanding, or too far removed from our authentic self. When you're constantly performing, pretending to be someone you are not, or suppressing your true feelings to maintain an image, it is an immense drain on your psychic energy. Imagine wearing a heavy, ill-fitting costume all day, every day. Eventually, you become exhausted. The same happens psychologically. The constant effort of maintaining a persona that isn't truly you leads to a profound inner fatigue. You feel tired because a significant portion of your vital energy is consumed by this constant act of concealment and projection, rather than being used for genuine self-expression. Disconnection from the self, the thirst for meaning, perhaps the most profound. The unintegrated shadow, the cost of repression. Beyond the persona lies the shadow, the parts of ourselves we have rejected, suppressed, or deemed unacceptable. These are the impulses, emotions and traits, both the negative, like anger, envy or selfishness, and positive, like power, creativity or sensuality, that our conscious ego pushes into the unconscious. They don't disappear, they simply gain autonomy and power in the dark. The act of repressing the shadow requires enormous psychic effort. You are constantly spending energy to keep these aspects out of your conscious awareness. Furthermore, these unintegrated shadow elements can project onto others, causing external conflicts, or turn inward, manifesting as self-criticism, anxiety, or guilt. This internal battle against your own disowned parts is a colossal energy drain, leaving you feeling perpetually exhausted and internally conflicted. The cause of chronic tiredness is a disconnection from the self. The self is the totality of your psyche, the unifying center of your personality, and the blueprint of your wholeness. It is your inner guiding wisdom, constantly striving to lead you towards your unique purpose and full potential, a process I called individuation. In our external-oriented society, we often neglect this inner compass. We chase goals dictated by culture, peers, or material desires, rather than listening to subtle promptings of our deepest being. When you are living a life that is out of alignment with your true purpose, when you are not expressing your authentic essence, your soul starves for meaning. This existential hunger, this lack of genuine direction, results in a deep spiritual fatigue. You feel tired because your energy is not flowing towards what genuinely vitalizes your soul. Unresolved complexes, trapped energy. Within the unconscious, there are also complexes, emotionally charged. Clusters of ideas and images, often formed around a core archetypal pattern or a traumatic experience, for example, a power complex or a mother complex. These complexes can operate autonomously, possessing the ego, causing repetitive behaviors, irrational reactions, and emotional distress. When the complex is activated, it can hijack a significant amount of psychic energy, pulling it away from conscious productive activity. You might find yourself obsessing over a past slight, reacting disproportionately to a minor trigger, or repeatedly engaging in self-sabotaging patterns. This trapped energy, bound within the complex, creates a continuous drain on your overall vitality, contributing significantly to that feeling of being constantly tired. Reclaiming your energy, the path to psychological vitality. The good news is that this profound tiredness is not a life sentence. It is, in fact, a crucial message from your unconscious, a powerful call to reevaluate, to turn inward, and to reclaim your vitality. The path to genuine, lasting energy is not found in external fixes, but in addressing the deeper psychological roots of your exhaustion. This involves a conscious engagement with your inner world, a process of integration. 1. Befriending your persona, authenticity, over performance. Begin by examining your persona. Are you presenting a version of yourself that is exhausting to maintain? Where in your life are you compromising your truth to fit in or please others? Slowly, consciously begin to reduce the gap between who you pretend to be and who you truly are. This doesn't mean abandoning all social graces. It means choosing authenticity over performance when possible. Acknowledging your true feelings, setting boundaries, and expressing your genuine self, even in small ways, will free up immense psychic energy previously spent on upholding a facade. 2. Integrating your shadow. The path to wholeness. The next vital step is to begin the process of shadow integration. This means turning towards, rather than away from, the parts of yourself you have rejected. It involves curiosity, not condemnation. Ask yourself, what qualities do I despise in others? What aspects of myself do I judge most harshly? These are often reflections of your unacknowledged shadow. Engage with these parts through active imagination, or simply by acknowledging them in a journal. If you recognize anger, instead of immediately repressing it, ask, what is this anger trying to tell me? What boundary has been crossed? When the energy of the shadow is brought into conscious awareness and accepted, it is transformed. The repressed anger becomes assertive energy, the feared weakness becomes an understanding of vulnerability, the denied power becomes healthy self-expression. This act of integration stops the internal warfare that drains your energy. Listening to the self, aligning with your true purpose. To truly overcome soul fatigue, you must re-establish your connection with the self, your inner guiding wisdom. This involves cultivating an inward orientation, listening for the subtle promptings that guide you towards your unique purpose. Your life energy will flow effortlessly when it is aligned with your authentic calling. How do you listen to the self? Pay attention to your dreams. They are direct messages from your unconscious, revealing hidden truths and guiding you towards wholeness. Keep a dream journal and reflect on their symbols and themes. Practice active imagination. Consciously engage with internal images, feelings, or figures. Ask them questions, let them unfold, and learn from the insights they provide. This is a direct dialogue with your unconscious. Observe synchronicity. Notice meaningful coincidences in your life. These are not random. They are the universe mirroring your inner process, confirming you are on the right path or offering clues to your next step. Engage with myth and symbolism. Explore universal stories, archetypes, and art that resonate deeply with you. They often contain wisdom about your own life's journey and purpose. When your daily actions begin to align with the deeper impulses of yourself, when your life starts to embody your unique individual blueprint, the feeling of chronic tiredness recedes. Your energy is no longer drained by internal conflict, but fueled by genuine meaning and purpose. Unbinding complexes, reclaiming trapped energy. Finally, become aware of your complexity. Notice patterns of irrational behavior, emotional overreactions, or persistent negative thoughts. These can indicate an activated complex. Through self-reflection, journaling, or even working with a Jungian analyst, you can begin to bring these complexes into conscious awareness. By understanding their origins and the emotional charge they carry, you can gradually disarm their power. The energy that was previously trapped within these autonomous clusters can then be released and reintegrated into your conscious personality, providing you with a renewed sense of vitality and freedom. Conclusion: the path to lasting vitality, the real reason you feel tired all the time, is often a profound call from your psyche. It is not merely a sign of physical exhaustion, but a signal that your soul yearns for authenticity, integration, and alignment with its true purpose. By understanding the workings of your persona, integrating into the wisdom of yourself, and resolving your complexes, you can reclaim the immense psychic energy that has been bound up in inner conflict and unlived life. This journey, the path of individuation, is not always easy. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to look inward. But it is the most vital journey you will ever undertake, for it leads not just to a reduction in tiredness, but to a profound and lasting sense of psychological vitality, wholeness, and genuine peace. Your energy will no longer be spent on maintaining a false self, but on living the rich, meaningful life you were uniquely born to live. If this exploration has resonated deeply with you and you are ready to reclaim your authentic energy, I invite you to join us further on the Jung Path. Subscribe to our channel for more profound insights into the human psyche and practical wisdom for holistic well-being. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What aspect of your inner world do you believe is draining your energy the most? Your journey towards vitality begins now.